Okay, this time we're going to make a shank with high shoulders. And we're going to use the back relief. We're going to add some initials on the inside. Alright, so we're going to go back. We're going to open our training file. This was our original ring we made. We're going to toggle that off. Going to go back to the model. Rotary axis. Give this a name. Shank high shoulders. Okay, American, pick the finger size and accept. We're going to go to our 2D. We're going to go to the polyline. We're going to click on it. We're going to click on the outside, bring it across. You can see where it snaps. Left click, right click, and you could escape if you like. So there's your line. Now you have two options. You could copy that to the bottom, or you could just hold the control key down and bring one down to the other side. But let's delete this and copy it down. So hold the center line, hold the shift key down, hold the top line, go to mirror, and click to bottom. So now we have identical lines. What we're going to do now, we're going to use the outside of this, which is the side profile. We're going to go Control C, Control V. We're going to press N for node. We could either raise it right in the center, or we could raise the whole thing. So we could either do here, or we could use all this. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to raise half the ring up. You're going to see what's going to happen. So I'm going to raise it up. So I'm going to give it a high shoulder. Okay. Now we're going to do what it's called a cross section. We're going to click on the box. Size doesn't matter, so you can bring it over. Right click, left click. Select it and press N for node. And you see how the arrow has a tail? That tells you right there, if you press R as in Robert or remove, that will remove the bottom line. We could either change the cross section shapes right here, so if you want a different shape instead of just flat plane, we press N. We could go right in the center, we press I for insert. Now we insert a node here. Now we could select this node, we could change the shapes of it. We could select another one here, N. Oh, I'm sorry, I. So for insert, you could select it and you could actually press underneath here. You make sure the tail is on, press A for arc and A for arc. And you could go here and you could go here. So now you have a weird cross section. So your ring will have a little bit of scallop look to it. So what we're going to do now, we're going to select the top line, hold the shift key down, select the bottom line, click on the cross section we created, select the side profile. It has to be in that order. So it's going to go top, hold the shift key down, bottom, cross section, side profile, and now we're going to sweep to ring sweep. So that should have happened in real time. You can see now our ring has a nice texture. Okay. We're going to apply and cancel. Okay, so there's our ring. Now what we're going to do, we're done with this ring. What we're going to do, we're going to go to the back relief. So let's go to 3D. This is the back relief. Okay, I'm going to shut the front relief. You go to the models and you make sure where it says front relief, we're going to work on the back relief. Okay, go back to the... Okay, this time what we're going to do, we're going to work on the back relief. First, this option here, when you go here, you're going to see this is the front relief, which is our ring. This is the back relief. And if you toggle this off, we have nothing there. Okay, we could shut this guy off. Alright, so we don't need them. So let's look at the back relief. So to get the back relief, if you click on the models, the little arrow right there, This is the channel setting that we made. We're going to go to the shank, high shoulders, click on this little arrow here. This gives us the options here. So instead of the front relief, we're going to work on the back relief. Okay, so now we're going to draw, if we take this and fold it, that creates the bottom of the shank, and this is the top of the shank right here. Okay, so what we're going to do is we're going to take a little box, and we're going to put it right there. Right click, left click, select it, press F9 to center. We're going to press F12, and what we're going to do this time, we're going to add instead of subtract. So we're going to add 0.50. We're going to apply and cancel. So let's look at it right now. See, we put a hole on the inside. So look at this here. You can see on the inside of it. It's below. You can see it from this view better. You can see it. Okay. So what we're going to do right now, while we're still on the back relief, right here, we're going to put some text in there. Okay. We're going to write the name that we want. And you're able to adjust the font, the size, and so forth right in this area. Okay, you got more options. Okay, but I leave it at the default. Right click, left click, select it, press T, and you could size it, and you could be able to rotate it, move it any way you want. Okay, so that gives you some options if you want to really, you could put it any way you want, but I want it right in the center, so F9. You could make it perfectly straight, you could rotate it, so whichever way you want to do it. So right click, left click, so select it, F9, and okay, this time what I'm going to do while it's selected, I'm going to press F12 again, and I'm going to give it a height, make sure this is on add, okay, and you can give it a start height, 0.10, you can see it changing, apply and cancel. So I'm going to write the name on the inside, so let's look at it right now. See what happened? Let me show you something. Okay, if you look at it right now, the name is backwards, so we're going to fix that. Okay, so let's fix this guy here. So Control Z, that takes us up a couple steps back. We're going to select it, press T, we're going to grab this node and we're going to bring it over. So you're going to look at it backwards, so it's very important. That's how you're going to view it straight on when you do it, because you're working on the back of it. So F9 while it's selected, so F12, and you don't have to change anything because we already put it except for the start height. So if you want to give it a little start height, you can, 0.10, and make sure it's on add, apply and cancel. So now you can look at it, it's straight on. Okay, now we're gonna toggle. You can see it by itself, together, just the front relief with the back relief. Okay, so we're gonna go back now here. Let's toggle back to the front relief, and what we're gonna do right now, we're gonna add it to the project. Okay, so go to the front relief in this area here, and add it to the project. So make sure, it's very important, you say close with back relief. So when this is select, make sure you select this area, and you create, and let's see what happened. You can see added NASA on the inside, and to put our concave inside. Okay, and now we're going to add it to project, and you say okay. Now we have two assemblies there. When we toggle, you can see the old piece and the new piece. What we're going to do, we're going to go back to the assembly, and we're going to shut our settings, which is this guy here, so we could only see just the shank we just created. Okay, so we don't need the, so anything here that we don't need, we only want to leave this guy here, so which is the shank we created with the name. And you could also change the color, so let's make this shank a different color. So select on the assembly and go to shadings on this area here, not up here, because you're working on the assembly now, and select the color you want. Let's make it something that we blue X, and let's toggle this guy off so we still have, okay, and we're gonna pretty much it. So this is the front, that's the back, that's the actual ring. You can see our shank with the name. It looks pretty good. Okay, make sure you can either save to the project, and this shank stays on there instead of a whole bunch of them. If I don't save, it's not going to save this area, so make sure you save, and you pretty much it. That's it. So thank you for watching.